Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Over the years, I've made several of these, but I've never made one that kind of like made it look thicker and maybe more realistic. And if you'll take a screenshot of that right there, that's what you need to start with. So we're just going to draw it. I'm going to take an ellipse, and this is where your artistic ability would come in. I'm not holding down the control button. And, whether it's thick or thin, and then Control D and make a duplicate and bring this, start moving it and hold down the control button. Now what we want to do is, you think you would want to put it in the center, but you actually need to put it kind of more on one edge, I think, to make it look correctly. So I'm going to draw a 2-point line, and I'm going to go to about right there. Now I'm going to hit the plus key on the keyboard, and I'm going to have this snap to that edge. Now, you just got to, think about some things you can't see. If this was a ribbon, you wouldn't be able to see this. Now, this is what I've made before, but then I started thinking about, well, let's take, and you could do it in several different ways. I think it looks more realistic, use the 3-point curve line and go from that node to that node, and then just do it like that. So it gets thinner as it gets closer to the turn. Now we need to delete that little line because we shouldn't be able to see it. Let me move this out of the way, and let's set our nudge factor on 10 inches. And I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool. I really like this orange that I've been using recently. So you're going to fill that in and nudge it over, fill that in and nudge it over, fill that in and nudge it over. So there's your 3 parts. So the inside part, I'm going to get the interactive fill tool and just kind of come through it and down and bring in black. I didn't hit it. I actually had double clicked on it and it actually put that not quite so black. Then do this one. Well, you see what happens? Let's go back. Now you need to click off of it, click this with your pick tool, get your interactive fill tool, and go this way. And you don't have to use black. You could, use a different color. And then on this other one, it's just, what do you want it to look like? I actually made mine red, and then I held down the control button, and let's add a little darkness to it to make it look a little darker than the other parts. That doesn't look too bad. Now, Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, and mirror it both ways, this way and that way. Then take this part, and it might be easier to go from the bottom and have it snap to that right there. Now the easy part is Control G to group, Control D to duplicate, and just nudge this down to here. And you're doing double time. And then you'll go Control D, as many as you want for this spring type ribbon. Now, at some point, if you see, I'm a little bit off there. If you see a little line, so when I did, see this line right here? I don't know if you can see that. Let's do this, I'll show you. Let me put in a black box. Go up to Object, Order, back a page. And you can see, I don't know if you can see that on your monitor, but there's a black line right there. It's because the parts aren't exactly touching. So then set your nudge factor on like 0.01, grab this top one. You know what, I got them grouped together. So ungroup them. Grab this top one, let me zoom in. When you zoom in, the line kind of disappears. But as you zoom out, it appears. And then just nudge it over 1. Take this one, nudge it over 1. Well, that isn't working because I've got them grouped together. Can't really ungroup them all because then you'd have different pieces. But look at it's taking away the black line. So that's I would think in a printing area, you would want that taken away. Anyway, that's a pretty cool graphic. I think that one needs to jump over. And because you're using black, it actually makes it kind of stand out a little bit better than if you didn't have this. You can't really, you can't really see, well, they're gone now, but you can't really see the white. But you could, make this any way you wanted it for yours. Pretty cool design. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.